The History of Sound movie. Release date, trailer, and cast. Love, longing, and the pursuit of history. These are the magnetic forces that draw audiences to the most unforgettable stories. But what happens when those themes blend with music, memory, and complicated romance? Enter The History of Sound, a film poised to spark both admiration and lively debate among moviegoers and critics alike. Here's where the intrigue begins. Once again, Paul Mescal graces the screen with his signature soulful melancholy, a quality familiar to anyone who's seen his acclaimed performances in Aftersun, Normal People, or All of Us Strangers. Yet for this project, it's not just Mescal's emotional depth that promises to captivate. He's joined by Josh O'Connor, an actor whose nuanced portrayals in films like Challengers, La Chimera, and the celebrated series The Crown have already earned him a devoted following. Their chemistry, both magnetic and understated, forms the beating heart of this ambitious adaptation. The story itself originates from Ben Shattuck's evocative short story. Yes, the author adapted it for the screen himself. Set around the aftermath of the First World War, the film introduces us to Lionel and David, two passionate folk music enthusiasts who first encounter each other at the Boston Conservatory in 1917. 3 years later, reunited by fate, they embark on a journey through Maine. Their quest? To seek out, record, and safeguard the fading traditions of American folk music. A mission that swiftly becomes entwined with their own deeply personal and, yes, romantic odyssey. But here's where it gets controversial. While some will flock to The History of Sound for its tender portrayal of two men discovering connection in a restrictive era, others may challenge whether the film romanticizes the past or glosses over the complexities of queer life at that time. And with Mescal and O'Connor, both famously rugged and sensitive, occupying center stage, does the film risk becoming more of the showcase for star talent than an earnest exploration of its subject? It's a conversation already dividing audiences, and one that asks, can a story be both a lush period romance and an authentic snapshot of history? Supporting the leads are talented performers Molly Price, Alison Bartlett, and ever-reliable Chris Cooper. Their roles help anchor the story, but inevitably, the film is designed to shine a spotlight on its dashing protagonists, a point that's sure to spark comment. Do you think films should emphasize star power over ensemble casts, or is there value in letting quieter performances take center stage? On the production side, acclaimed director Oliver Hermanus, noted for his poignant humanistic approach in Living, brings his distinct vision to the film. Meanwhile, cinematographer Alexander Dinan crafts each scene with careful attention to atmosphere and period detail, creating an immersive canvas that's as rich in emotion as it is in imagery. Following its much-anticipated premiere at this year's Cannes Film Festival, The History of Sound quickly stirred plenty of buzz. Elle's reviewer dubbed the film quietly epic and praised it as a masterclass in tender restraint, capturing a sense of both grandeur and intimacy. Curious when you'll get to see it? North American audiences can mark their calendars for September 12, 2025, when the film lands in theaters, courtesy of distributor Mubo. Not in North America? Don't worry, Focus Features will handle its global rollout. And for those eager to stream, a movie release should follow soon after the theatrical debut. If you haven't viewed the trailer yet, it's a treat. Mescal and O'Connor don't just act, they sing, channeling the spirit of the folk songs at the story's core. Their performances are so authentic, you might just find yourself humming along. And this is the part most people miss. The History of Sound isn't merely a nostalgic journey or a star-just-in spectacle. It invites us to reflect on the power of music to preserve memory, challenge social norms, and bring people together in times of change. But now, I'm curious. Do you believe period dramas like this are better off focusing on romance, or should they dig deeper into the harsher realities of their era? Does star-dilling help tell the story, or distract from it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's get this conversation started. Stay tuned for updates as more details emerge about this promising and potentially polarizing film. The History of Sound, trailer breakdown and analysis. Imagine being transported to a world where music is not just a form of expression, but a powerful tool that can bridge gaps, evoke emotions, and change lives. This is the world that Oliver Hermanus' latest film, The History of Sound, promises to take us to. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just a film about music. It's a poignant love story set against the backdrop of World War I, starring the incredibly talented Paul Mescal and Josh O'Connor. The first trailer for the film has just dropped, and it's already generating a lot of buzz. Based on Ben Shattuck's Pushcart Prize-winning short story, The History of Sound follows the journey of two young men, Lionel and David, who meet at the Boston Conservatory and bond over their shared love of folk music. As they embark on a journey to collect traditional songs in the backwoods of Maine, they find themselves entwined in a romance that will change the course of their lives forever. Now, you might be thinking that this sounds similar to Brokeback Mountain, another iconic film about a same-sex romance. But Paul Mescal, who plays Lionel, strongly disagrees with this comparison. In a recent interview with Cannes, he stated that while Brokeback Mountain deals with repression, The History of Sound is a film that celebrates the beauty of queer relationships. And this is the part that most people miss. The film's director, Oliver Hermanus, believes that this comparison highlights the need for more nuanced and diverse representations of queer relationships in cinema. As Hermanus so eloquently puts it, there should be more stories that explore the complexities and depths of queer love, beyond the usual tropes and stereotypes. Deadline's chief film critic, Pete Hammond, has already praised the film, calling it deliberately paced and gorgeously shot. He also believes that this may be Paul Mescal's best work in films yet. With a movie acquiring the North American rights and Focus Features taking international, The History of Sound is set to release in the US on September 12th. But here's the question. Will this film be able to break down the barriers and challenge the norms surrounding queer relationships in cinema? Or will it be met with resistance and criticism? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. As we wait for the film's release, one thing is certain. The History of Sound is a film that will spark important conversations, evoke powerful emotions, and leave a lasting impact on its audience. So, let's get ready to be transported to a world of music, love, and self-discovery, and to experience the beauty and complexity of queer relationships in a way that's rarely seen on screen.